If you're a pensioner or you're about to become a pensioner, this affects you either way. For the first time in the UK, the state pension is getting dangerously close, quite literally tiptoeing towards the tax system. And that's because in April of this year, 2026, happy belated New Year's wishes to all of you, the state pension increases. And it's a meaningful increase. But the personal allowance thresholds are frozen until April 2031, literally years later. And it's really important for you to understand why this is happening, what's happening, what can be done, if anything can be done at all. But who am I? I'm Ryan, I'm a chartered financial advisor, and it's literally my job to help you make better informed decisions, and I've been doing this for like a decade. The state pension is meant to be a benefit, so why is it taxable? I think it's morally wrong to tax pensioners on the state pension if you rely solely on the state pension, or even if you don't rely solely on the state pension. I think your personal allowance should be whatever the state pension is, especially if it's going to be over the current personal allowance threshold. And that's my belief. I think you've worked all your life and you deserve the state pension regardless. It should be a benefit. But in April this year, the state pension increases to £241.30, e.g., that's a week, and e.g., that's £12,547.60 a year. The personal allowance threshold, which again is frozen until April 2031, that's a £23 estimated difference. But that means in just a couple of years, when the state pension will probably increase again because of the triple lock guarantee, you're going to be above that threshold, which means you may be liable for tax. And if you've never done a self-assessment return in your life, they're really long, they're really boring. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have to pay an accountant £200 to £300 to do it for you. Unless our beautiful government decide to create a very simple form for pensioners that maybe take income from one or two other sources. Again, I think it's wrong. The point here is that about 1.1 to 1.2 million pensioners rely solely on the state pension, which is actually a small amount of pensioners. It's about 1 in 8 or 13% of the population that are in retirement have just the state pension as income, meaning the vast majority of people that are in retirement do have savings and are living well above that level. So I understand why there's a need for tax, but I think it's wrong to have a triple lock guarantee which ensures the cost of living standard is met and maintained. And we can argue about the state pension amount either way, but we won't go into it in this meeting. But you can't have that pushing the value up every other year every year, but not increase the personal allowance to compensate. So my want is for them just to go, if you're a pensioner or at state pension age, your personal allowance is whatever the state pension is, especially if it's going to be above the personal allowance anyway. That should be the rule. I think it should be a slightly different tax system. And then anything above that should just be 20%. And the state pension increasing by 4.8%, yes, it's a meaningful change. Is it enough? I don't think so, but it's still meaningful. The key consideration here is that our Chancellor, Rachel Reeves, has come out and stated that pensioners are not going to pay any tax if they're receiving just state pension up until 2030. I don't even know if Labour are going to be in power in 2030. Like legislation, government rule actually puts it in black and white and says that's what's going to happen. We just don't know, unfortunately. So we're kind of in a grey area, a bit of a limbo space until we have more clarity. I'm glad she said it and provided a bit of reassurance and peace of mind. At the moment, the only thing you can do is go to the government website, check your state pension forecast, see how much you're eligible for, and if you've missed any years of national insurance contributions, make them up so you get the full state pension allowance, and then we will find out what happens. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. What I'm going to explain and actually just show you on screen is what the triple lock actually is, what the triple lock guarantee is for pensions. If it's never been explained to you, then it's really important for you to understand what it's based on. And it's something that came in back in 2010, and it was designed to annually increase by the highest of 3 different measurements, as you can see. So we have different ways of measuring it. And when it was introduced, we had to make sure, the government had to make sure that the state pension was keeping up with the cost of living. And hopefully you've had a bit of time now, I've rambled, to read what's on the screen, and I can end this video and leave you guys in peace. So thank you very much. I didn't want to make this video too technical. I just wanted to make it helpful. So thank you for your time, and I hope you have a lovely week.